After a rundown of what else is happening news-wise, Miss Charlotte Hawkins with that.
Thank you, Eamon. Prosecutors will decide today whether to charge the prime suspect in the murder of Millie Dowler. The 13-year-old vanished while walking home from school in Walton-on-Thames in Surrey in 2002. Levi Belfield was first interviewed over her death several years ago. He was jailed for life in 2008 for killing 2 other women. Our crime correspondent Martin Brunt has the details.
The why now? Why do they make these revelations at certain times?
I think he may well have disappointed several million female fans as well.
I don't think so. I don't think so. If you knew the... well, anyway.
Their hopes and dreams shattered.
Indeed, Charlotte. Are you a fan yourself, are you?
I do like his music,
you one of those?
No, I'm not one of those, but I do like his music. It's a bit of a toe tapper, as you might say.
People are being very funny with the tweets this morning about the 3 chancellors last night, and you're saying it's more like they sound like a pop group themselves, and they should be called the 3 tenors, T-E-N-N-E-R-S. So at Eamon Holmes, at Sky Charlotte, keep those suggestions coming in. Front pages of the papers. Well, it was the 3 chancellors last night debating. John Gaunt's going to have his say very shortly on how he thinks they fared when he goes through the papers. Good to see you, John.
Morning, Evan.
First, though, Lillian, as I say, we'll hear what John Gaunt has to say, and indeed what he has to say. The other stories in the papers today, after Charlotte with a rundown of what else is happening.
And prosecutors will decide today whether to charge the prime suspect in the murder of Millie Dowler. The 13-year-old vanished while walking home from school in...
Just wondering, is there anything John Gaunt wants to tell us before we progress?
God bless him.
That's what I think.
Also, who cares?
Oh, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
He announces it on his Twitter page.
Yeah.
Big deal, mate. He's only had one good song anyway, hasn't he?
Here's the front page of The Sun, John.
Eamon, how much money are we paying in road tax, fuel duty, excise, VAT, etc., etc.? Only 25% of that comes back to the roads. These roads have been in decline for years. I've just come down the M40 at Oxford service station. As you go back onto the M40, the car was constantly in ruts. I was in my hometown of Coventry on Sunday. Absolutely disgraceful, and it's
but at the
successive
top,
governments.
They don't
and
see this as important.
They don't
a
see
lot
it
of
as
us
a
will
priority.
attack local government, but local government are not getting the money from central government. These leaders talk about issues that they think affect people's lives.
Yeah.
Will they, in the leaders' debates, talk potholes?
Well,
I doubt it.
Actually,
well, they won't.
They did put some money towards potholes just recently.
Yeah, but it
enough.
was a pittance. It was 100 million or something. It was a ridiculously
The amount
stupid
they get in tax and duty, they only give 25% back to the roads. That's wrong. We just had a 3p increase in fuel duty. OK, it's been postponed, well, not postponed, but scheduled over a year. But it's the same thing. We're always the ones who are attacked, motorists. Motorists in this country are constantly ripped off, and it's not on.
OK. We move now to the Daily Mail. My religion was up.
Hot shots at. You wouldn't dare do it at any other religion. Now, I'm not religious at all.
Going back to medieval times with this woman, Shirley Chaplin, because she was put in a position where she had to choose...
You should be able to wear a cross.
The Chancellor...
But because the audience can't ask questions directly, because the audience can't heckle, because they can't giggle, it's like a sanitised question time. I really believe Sky were right to push for this, but there's got to be more interaction and there's got to be more reality. Otherwise, you know, people will look at this. Most people look and go, oh, yeah, and turn off. It's not actually going to re-engage. And as you just said a minute ago, Eamon, unless they talk about the subjects that we really want to know about and we're really concerned about...
Where's
in
the
main
pothole
lead
money
report,
chancellors?
Yeah,
That's
where's the
what we
potholes?
wanna know.
Well, I know I'm talking about immigration, health, those kinds of things, law and order, they're like...
Because they always try and pin each other down, don't they? And I think that's the most revealing
But it's interesting.
Well,
nobody gangs up on Vince Cable. It's quite interesting.
Well, Vince Cable's, it was nice. It was intelligible, civil, reflective and strangely heartening. No, it wasn't. It was...
Which is fantastic.
That's
then
the
you
way
can
to
just
do it.
Fly through it.
That's the way to do it.
Superb. Right, now, so what is routine before coming in here today?
Get up, quick shower, try and keep the hair down, what's left of it. And their looks as their partners. What kind of men are they, eh?
They should be doing that. That's the right move forward. If
Listen,
men want to make the best of themselves, they should be moisturising twice a day.
I tell you what's happened here. The fashion and the cosmetic industry are not content with turning most of our girls into bulimics or indeed into anorexics.
No.
Now we've gone down this metrosexual route. Women want a proper bloke like me and Eamon in a bit of makeup this morning because I'm with 3 girls to go into the bathroom to exfoliate. No,
that's ridiculous.
Moisturiser. I would never. What? Does your husband put that on?
I'm not saying anything. I got in enough trouble about the ironing situation. So I don't want to bring my husband into this, whether he uses moisturiser or not.
You know when you sometimes go to the gym on the rare occasion and blokes sit there putting on moisturiser? I just think, come on.
They've got lovely skin.
They haven't got... Blokes will never have lovely skin because we have to shave.
Yeah,
listen, all you need is a slap of aftershave. That'll do you.
In our case, there are no wrinkles in a balloon, so we don't have to worry. OK. Carlos Tevez looks as if he could have been in Clash of the Titans. A right little warrior he is, isn't
I
he?
thought you were going to say Carlos Tevez looks like he should use some moisturiser.
No, well, it doesn't matter. He scores so often. What does he care?
Yeah, exactly. What does he care with his
Give me a taster of the Three Chancellors debate last night.
I've just had one in, actually. Rebecca McGrath says, it wasn't the Battle of the Titans I was expecting. There you are.
Yes, OK, as opposed to the film. Thank you. Wise words, Rebecca. I will take a break there. Still to come, top of the hour.
Prosecutors will decide today whether to charge the prime suspect in the murder of Millie Dowler. The 13-year-old vanished while walking home from school in Walton-on-Thames in Surrey in 2002. Levi Belfield was first interviewed over her death several years ago, and he was jailed for life in 2008 for killing 2 other women. Our crime correspondent Martin Brunt reports.
What was the year?
Do you know, I don't know, actually.
Yeah, but a good time in your life, obviously, because it's bringing something back. Front pages of the paper. Very good morning to you, Sky News Sunrise on a Tuesday. John Gaunt, he's the man going through the newspapers, his views on what they're having to do. Leading the news this morning, right, we've got John Gaunt. He's going to have his say on what's in the papers right after Charlotte with a rundown of what else is happening.
Thanks, Eamon. Prosecutors will decide today whether to charge the prime suspect in the murder of Millie Dowler. The 13-year-old vanished while walking home from...
was an inspiration to so many, particularly the Gurkhas, and then along comes the Veterans Minister, a man called Kevin Jones, and she's got involved in the murky world of
as well. But the damage has already been done. I mean, there are articles in other countries, but we didn't want to let the Gurkhas in who fought for this country shed their blood. Then,
no,
well,
I mean,
I think
here's a woman that has integrity written all over her and massive own goal.
Let me just see this line, though, Eamon. I have the greatest respect for Joanne. Do you? You know, don't eat too many burgers. It's bad for you. Oh, there's a surprise. You know, some
Alarms,
fire alarm.
those...
Charlie. Oh,
what's this? Easter cancelled?
Yeah, in Sunderland. Easter is axed, according to the Daily Star. There's health and safety gone mad again, of course. So you've got to put forward a health and safety plan with the fellas and having sex with them in the field. Now, as far as I'm concerned,
whether you're gay or not, if people are having sex out, to finish with Easter eggs, chocolate Easter eggs, baby wipes, Pampers. Dairy cheese triangles,
I must tell you,
digestive biscuits.
You don't need big Easter eggs, though, do you?
No, but you don't need big prices for them either, do you?
That's not the point.
I went into a famous sandwich bar that shall remain nameless with my daughter, and we got a packet of crisps. We said, oh, we'll share a packet.
Way forward, you see. That's to encourage you not to eat too many crisps.
When I was young, I used to buy your girlfriend whatever an Easter egg.
Yeah.
I'd love you enough to do that.
No.
That's really unhealthy. What a massive Easter egg.
There was no such thing as unhealthiness in 1977.
It's like my Waltons and get her one. I'm going to be in trouble. See, as men,
yeah,
it's impossible.
I know. We're taking a break. We're back. We're going to the movies after this. Don't go away.